Hello, welcome back to another game, and we've got the black pieces against d4. And we're going to get a Grunfeld. Get a Catalan. Try and bring my volume down a bit. I don't know if you're supposed to castle here, but it allows e4. Yeah, so how do you play against e4? Is d5 a move? No. This? No. This is probably a move. Feels kind of in the spirit of what you should be doing. I don't really know what you're supposed to do. Try and move my sound. Interesting. I think I want to take. I can't open up this line. And I'm right here. Feels like it's some kind of Sicilian line that I'm playing. So move my volume out of the way again. See if that's any better. E3. I think I just do I leave the tension there for a bit? Maybe play my queen out. Like this bishop's going to be rubbish. This is their decent one. I think queen here makes some sense. I'll move this like knight here. Like queen here. Maybe I run into this. Expecting castles. Maybe I go for this setup. Not expecting to play this. I think my knight is relatively safe there. Okay, so they volunteer it backwards. The knight here is interesting. Provoke this, that's probably what you want to play anyway, isn't it? Because your bishop's probably coming out this way. So maybe here. Sits quite nicely there. It does weaken this knight a bit. Okay, this is fine. I think it's a pretty even start. I'm kind of happy with how we've negotiated this. Both my bishops are going to be pretty good. Theirs is going to be okay actually after this. But I suppose if they do play b3 to try and do it, I think this idea will be quite strong for me. If we can avoid the knight taking it. Then leads into this. This feels like the most useful square. But then on knight here, am I kind of forced to take, which I'm not such a fan of. Same issue here actually, isn't it? We do this. Maybe we start off with this. So I'm thinking start off with this, to then play this, which will provoke this, and then I can start this idea. Yeah, so he volunteers it up. So I just kind of want to dislodge this knight. Also this diagonal is now super loose. Maybe I want to bring a rook over. I feel like I want to get maybe rook onto this file. Ultimately I'm going to move a knight here, so it's a question of, do I want a rook on, which one of these squares do I want a rook on? I think I want to keep, do I want to keep this guy here for this idea? Not necessarily. So I think this rook here and this rook here makes some sense, so we'll start with this one. Yep. Sorry, checking my queen still has an escape square, if needed. Well, this is kind of annoying, isn't it? So I'm kind of taking and then following up with knight here. Could be an idea for them. Knight here now could be an idea. So now on here and here, there's no knight take, so I can sack a rook. Pick up there. And I drop this pawn. Does it even favour me to launch my A pawn? I lose control of the b5 square. Is that an issue? We'll go for it. It's going to take 2 moves to do. I don't have to play a4 yet. Don't have a firm grasp on what my plan is. Usually with these kind of structures I try and create a bit of a battery over here. My pawns are quite passive otherwise, aren't they? They're all, nothing was further than the third rank, so a5 gives me a bit of an expansion on the queen side. Maybe I want to be doing a minority attack with these pawns. Okay, so now their knight takes, there's no sack, because then takes back, the bishop is now defended. There is now this kind of move, which I quite like. So let's play it. I'm trying to play quite quick. Interesting. A4 feels rather committal. Then try and provoke this. Yeah, I kind of like trying to provoke h3. Because I can see at some point I'll probably want to try and play f3 maybe to keep this structure together. We can't at the moment because of the queen. There's no fun sacrifices. Or maybe they want to be, might really want to strike him with f4, so I like the idea of just tickling here. First, seeing if they're going to play this. Yeah, which they do. So I think it was worthwhile trying to insert that move order in. Now the question is, where do we drop back to? Here seems kind of nice. Okay, so they've got this follow-up. Regardless of where we put our bishop, they've got this follow-up. Which is quite annoying. Could always take here. Yeah, so if I shoot my retreat, this is coming in next. Attacking the queen and this pawn. And I think importantly, it's attacking the knight twice. So I don't have this escape square, so I'd be forced to go here, say. I'm not there because of this. I'd be forced to go here. Then takes is a mess for me. So this would be the only, if I'm going to retreat back, this would be the only candidate, so that on this I can meet it with takes. So I'm thinking I just take. Usually don't want to give up the bishop pair, but I don't have a good retreating move. This buys me a tempo. I think you take with the knight, do you? The queen takes. Do I have this? Interesting. So I've got these two candidate moves now. I kind of like this. And maybe this knight wants to come here. Just got to be careful about inviting on like a big pawn storm, like f4. But I think this is where I want to put the knight. Shield a bit here. This is nothing good. This is a little tickle. This is going to be cunning and annoying, isn't it? Yeah, how can I play against... Maybe I do play this. And on this we go here to then go here. Yeah, I don't know if this transposition, the last couple of moves, has been good for me. I don't think so. Opponent's now got the main pawn breaks. That e5 is actually kind of annoying. You know, we could trade, there's pressure on here. bishop. Like I say, this knight here, move is annoying. It forced me to take, so I don't even know which way I'd go. And then this pawn would take, and I've got this backwards pawn issue. I'd probably bring my rook over. We shall see. I think moving this rook over makes sense to protect the pawn. Don't think that's a bit too slow and passive, we'll find out. I prepare queen coming over. This guy wants to come over here. So I think his idea is to do this and then this, and then I can't take because I get mated. I can maneuver my knight like here, which might be something I go for anyway. Yes, I think this will be my next plan. I think they want to be doing this kind of stuff. What do I want to be doing? I just feel a bit gridlocked at the moment with. I feel a bit like these two central pawns are a bit of a nuisance. I think that a5 is useful, so that the threat of a4 at the right time for me is going to be good. I hope. Yeah, this will be a pawn that I lose, but I think it stops them expanding. Okay, now they go for it. So I've got to take. Just which knight would I like to leave behind? I think I want to take here. I think this way. If this comes in, maybe there's an option to insert this to try and mess up your pawn structure. Okay, now do I want to do this? Or not? It's going to be a bit of a pressure point, isn't it, in the position? I think I trade. I think I reroute. A4 is interesting. Maybe I go A4. Right, if you take, I can always pick it up at my leisure. And if you don't, yeah, let's go. You take it. I'm picking up something. Maybe this is coming. There, I feel like the pawn's got to take it. But yeah, maybe I'm not in a rush to do that. Maybe just come back, and if you take there. Maybe I do take. I take, you take, I go there. Double up. Maybe I go here. Try it. Time is not my friend, really, is it? Down to 3 minutes. I'm thinking with this, at some point, stuff's going to open up. Didn't look at that. So no takes. All my forward squares are blocked apart from here. that's what we're going into. So maybe we'd take here. Okay, pushes through. Presume I now come back. Pawn's kind of weak, so I think I want to play this. Again, lost a little bit of control here. This is an I. Okay, so I think here. This infiltration seems nice actually. Around the back. Hitting it twice. And if here. And there. Yeah, so if there, pawn's pinned. If you take, you lose your queen, and if you push, takes. Rook takes is good for me. I mean, you could go back. No, because I can come in here. Feels kind of nice, doesn't it? I think this. What does that do? It kind of defends the pawn. Is now the time to play e6? Give myself a nice late d pawn, but bring my rook into the party? I think so. I think I like that. I think piece activity is going to be kind of crucial here. I don't know, that might be a terrible move. He does have like these kind of annoying moves. Maybe on this we still come back. Maybe they ignore it and go over here. Yeah, then we can take. Can we? Maybe not. So there. Oh, this is my original plan, wasn't it? Then they can take here. Because if there takes, It isn't takes there because of this. Interesting. I was not expecting that. I'll bring my rook in. Could tear with the pawn. I'm gonna get my rook in there. I think the advantage of the pawn is that I could slide over and have this threat. Back here for here, back here, runs into this. Here seems kind of central. I don't know, under a minute. That was an under a minute move. I'm a bit scared of getting closed off. Not yet. Like I wanna issues, there's no infiltration squares there, is there? So maybe I'll have to play for this. But it's quite simple to defend. My knight's out of bounds, isn't it? So I need to do something with this guy. So I've damaged my pawn structure, but I've got a bit of activity. Okay. We'll not mess about, we'll get doubled. Going down here is now useful for me. This pawn is also pinned if something should arise. Maybe, can I even play this, maybe? Maybe, is that a threat? Is this a threat? Pawn takes, rook takes. Probably is, but let's play it safe. So this, no, can't do that because of that. Attack and defend, I see. Does this happen? Maybe we just do this. No. Maybe do this. That severs that connection, doesn't it? Maybe go for the triple stack. You trying to go here? That's fine, not bothered about that. Really not bothered by that. Gotta be careful with the choice of squares. I can't go here because I dropped the rook. I also use paper. No. Not yet. Maybe I want to play up here. Check. I don't know if that's, yeah, and then I can go here. So I've broken the connection for one move, but now I've got these useful jumps, of which I think this one is most useful. I've not given myself any squares for this knight to move on. That one up or the other one? This one. Maybe the other one actually. I think it should have been the other one. Now here. No, it's fine, it's fine. Maybe Sap can get 2 pieces for it. It's now triple. This is a move. Yeah, so there, then takes. It's pinned. Check. Is there a better move? Takes there. Don't think so. Okay. Attacks the pawn, but also threatening to do this and come here. Just a bigger threat. So if you lazily play this, then takes is an option. Interesting. The points are level, right? I've got the queen and he's got a rook, bishop, pawn. Actually, you can't do that because of this. So how else do you defend this pawn? Maybe you don't. Is this just winning on the spot? Check there, pick up. Check, goes across, picks up. Let's go this way then. It might have been winning the other way just to... Because if I'd gone there, he could have attacked my rook. I pick up a rook, he picks up mine. There might have been a follow-up continuation, but this is what I'd seen from a distance. Is now if he takes back, I've got check. Yes, he resigns. Let's go. Well, we're playing on increment a lot there, weren't we? But we get the job done. Let's see. Oh, let's go. Let's see how it unfurled. My synopsis will be: got to a level position, then was worse and under pressure, but they didn't really pressure me, and then managed to infiltrate. And I think get a bit more attacking in the end. It'd be interesting to see which way it thinks the end game was going before we picked up that queen. Yeah, so here I'm kind of happy with, so d6 is the main move. d6, c6 or c5. c5 wins the most in practice, so that's fine. cd, so engine likes d5, which is never really played. Takes, knight takes. Yes, this now gives me the advantage. Doesn't like d6. So if I go after the pawn, I presume, so if I do this and then b3, then d5. Is that not just a pawn sack? Oh no, because the bishop comes at the end. Okay. Well, I thought d6 seems logical. So it favours white here, says +1. Okay, it likes me inducing h3. Taking is needed. Knight back to d7 is better. It's saying please put your knight back on d7, which I never did. So this is +6. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this position. I go a4. Yeah, and they kind of marched me back here, which I didn't really. a3, yeah. To lock it down. And then maybe play b5 at the right time. Yeah, because now they get the march on. I'm just dilly-dallying with my rooks. Yeah, I thought h4 was going to be useful for them, because if they can land their bishop here and just kind of cut off this c8 access, that would have been useful. They allow my queen in here. That backwards bishop move didn't do a lot. It's not a big fan of my pawn break. It says swap queens. I didn't even consider trying to trade queens. I thought that'd just be way worse. Doubled up. Yeah, it grabs the pawn, but I was really unbothered by that. Gives me some tempo to move my pieces around. So after this, okay, it likes knight g5. And then on h4, what is this? Pawn takes? You just get mated, do you? Oh, you lose your queen. Okay, did not see that, obviously. Play the queen there first. Okay, and it likes the e7 rook going up. Interesting. It says this is now -3. Well, I was thinking, what do you do against this? Do I just retreat my knight? Oh no, because you can take, and if bishop takes, then you've got check because it's pinned. Check because it's pinned. And then pick it up. Yeah, and you've got loads of pressure here. It says mate in 7, wow. So they sack the queen, which we take. Queen over, nice. Push the pawn. Okay, so this was just a clean one as well. So, and then after this, it's set up a mating net, does it? I have to go here. Okay, yeah. Fine. My way, one material. Idea being, if the rook takes back, then we come here with a check and we pick up the rook. Nice, win. Let's go.